My name is Melvin Langvik. I go by the alias Flangvik, and I'm a Norwegian hacker and ex-developer, and I focus on red teaming and offensive security.
So my name is Oddvar Moe. I work for a company called TrustedSec. I work as a red teamer, so my focus is offensive security. I go by the handle of Oddvar Moe on Twitter. You probably know me from the LOL Bash project. That's what I'm most famous for.
We're sort of doing a twist on typical war stories, where instead of talking about all the great achievements, we talk about all the failures, how we messed up, and how engagements can just fall through, and what we do to try to recover from it. Oh, wow, that's an open one. So I think sometimes it's a lot about just bad preparation, not properly deploying the necessary lab environments or testing your configuration before, sending the fish or going out into the field. But sometimes it's just bad luck as well. You hit an obstacle that it was really hard or impossible to predict, and you have to come up with something on the spot. I don't know if you have anything else to add.
Yeah, so assumptions, that's my biggest flaw. Like, I always assume something and it proves wrong. It could be in both ways. I could assume that the customer is like super advanced, but it turns out it's really not the case. Other cases, it could be that I assume it's like a easy kind of way to get in, and it turns out the customer is super advanced in terms of detections and stuff. So I would say assumptions is probably my most common mistake.
That sounds right. Yeah. I think just establishing sounds like a really boring answer, but like establishing proper routines and a workflow for how you deploy stuff. And then one of the biggest things that we have done in the past is getting like a proper payload generation routine, so we can take care of all the indicators of compromise afterwards and log everything and have control of, if something pops up outside of where we put it, like if something pops up on VirusTotal, we can keep track of that. But, I think a lot of it is just preparation and routine and being aware of it. And a lot of it takes time and experience. And a lot of it you can read about and prepare. And then obviously watch our talk and you will learn something about failing and how you can avoid it in the future. The Red Team Development Operations. So there's a really great book by Joe West called Red Team Development and Operations, which is sort of, I would say almost a handbook or a manual on how to do this sort of stuff, and talks through the entire process. And that should be used as a baseline for any proper red team operation, in my opinion. So that's a really good resource I can recommend.
Yeah, and there's a lot of books on the topic, but also like just engaging with people that has experience, and just ask them questions about what you're wondering about, and you will probably get a better answer. Like
go to CFCon.
Yeah, go to CFCon.
Learn a lot.
That's a good one. And just generally be curious. That way you will learn more, probably.